and the Snack Dragons. Chapter 1. Blick! Rory the dragon spat out a shiny pink shoe and hid it under a rock. He glanced both ways to check that none of the other dragons were watching him. It was evening, and his clan were having breakfast. Except it wasn't exactly breakfast, because there was no food. Normally, the dragons in Rory's clan ate princesses for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But for weeks now, they hadn't caught one. Today, as there was none of their favourite food available, they were chewing tutus and biting off bits of old ball gown, which, judging from the amount of spluttering going on, was not very tasty. Rory didn't care whether breakfast was real princess or just princess accessories. He only pretended to eat it anyway. His tastes were different from the other dragons, and he couldn't understand why they enjoyed devouring dainty humans so much. All those strings of lumpy jewellery, ugh, and the silky petticoats, pah! Rory had never mentioned to the other dragons that he hated their disgusting diet. He just hid the evidence and carried on chomping and chewing. Luckily, as it was usually dark and he was so little, just about rhinoceros-sized, nobody noticed that his jaws were empty. "Where is my bringer of bones?" thundered a voice. Rory whimpered and slunk deeper into the shadows. "Rory, get out here and fetch me some drumsticks." Even the rocks shook when Big Beastly roared. Big Beastly was the chief dragon. He was as big as a basking shark, as loud as a lion, and lazier than either. He was also Rory's uncle. Being a member of the chief's family made Rory a sort of dragon prince, but being the youngest, smallest member of the chief's huge family made him feel like anything but royalty. As soon as he was old enough to fly, Rory had been given the role of Bringer of Bones, a title which actually made him a sort of dragon dishwasher. After each meal, his job was to collect the bones, tiaras, glass slippers and other rubbish that the dragons flung to the ground, to clean them, usually with his long tongue, and deliver them back to his uncle. Beastly would select the best bits for his treasure trove and use the rest for crafts like making spears and booby traps. The chief dragon was very keen on recycling. "Rory, drumsticks!" A cloud of flies buzzed around Big Beastly's khaki green head. They were always there, jangling and buzzing and getting on Rory's nerves. The drumsticks Beastly wanted were long, straight bones with knobbly bits on each end. But there had been no meat today, so Rory knew he wouldn't find fresh bones. He slunk around the other dragons' feet, ducking to avoid the drool from their spitting contests, and wondering where he might find a quiet corner to escape the chaos. Hello, I'm Louisa MacDougall, and I'm the author of Rory and the Snack Dragons. It's a story about a dragon who likes to eat bicycles and a princess who loves to ride them. I hope that young people will enjoy it because it's got a really good friendship at its heart. There are plenty of aerial adventures and high-flying tricks, and there's an enormous food fight at the end. My writing is inspired mostly by my 3 kids who get up to quite a lot of mischief, and everything they say and does gives me ideas every day. I'm also very lucky that I live on the Isle of Harris, which is a bit of a wilderness and has some magical landscapes and amazing wildlife. And the combination of those things gives me lots of ideas for both mythical, magical adventures and adventures in real life as well. The highlight of my debut experience has been getting out and sharing my stories with young people in schools, at events in libraries, and I've also been lucky to go to 2 book festivals. Those opportunities have really allowed me to see how the stories connect with people who are reading them, and it's just nothing, there's nothing quite like meeting someone who has related to one of your characters and wants to hear about their next adventures, which are coming soon, by the way. It's hard to pick a favourite book from 2024 because there have been some wonderful children's books. We particularly recently have been enjoying L.D. Lipinski's Stepfather Christmas, and sticking with the Christmas theme, Mel Taylor Besant's Christmas Carol series. Both of those are books really with a big heart, but also lots of slapdash adventures, and just anything festive always goes down well in our house, so we'd recommend those. Also Abby Elphinstone's Ember Spark series, We Love Anything with Dragons in, and as a picture book we'd certainly recommend Alan Windram's Kevin the Orange, which is just really bright, cheerful, upbeat fun.